Fitness Inclusion Network is a group of us here in Central New York who are interested in adapted sport and inclusive recreation. We include athletes, physical therapists, occupational therapists, educators, anyone who has an interest in adapted sport, and we host an annual conference, the goal of which is to support innovation in the area of inclusive fitness.
As designers and engineers charged with creating a more inclusive world, we have found that much of the world is inaccessible to a large percentage of our population. As educators, to overlook these challenges is to perpetuate the errors of the past, only to impose these obstacles on future generations. To be human and to live within the built environment suggests that each of us has the right to navigate within our surroundings. This desire is almost primal. However, much of what we've created is far from inclusive. As a result of these shortcomings, we've created a variety of cottage industries to provide custom solutions, adaptations, or workarounds for a range of challenges. The late architect and designer Michael Graves became a wheelchair user towards the end of his career, which shifted his perspective on design and served as a fountainhead of inspiration for his later work. So on the advent of our celebration of the 25th anniversary of the passing of the ADA, or the Americans with Disabilities Act, the School of Design decided to partner with the Fitness Inclusion Network to host an adaptive design seminar. This 3-day event brought together students, educators, and industry experts, clinicians, and people with a range of abilities to discuss the challenges and opportunities to co-design a more inclusive world. In an effort to move beyond basic access, the Fitness Inclusion Network looks to embrace inclusive sport, dance, and recreation for all people. Joining us to share their insights for this weekend were people who are fully engaged in adaptive movement. Tim Davis from SUNY Cortland, who teaches adapted physical education. Equipment wrangler and jack of all trades, David Sulliver of Access CNY. Fashion designer and adjunct professor at the University of Delaware, Martha Hall, and Michelle Lobo of Functional Fashion and Go Baby Go. We also brought together a group of para-athletes for a panel discussion about adaptive sports. The panel included Peyton Suffolk, captain of CNY Power Soccer, Jill Walsh, U.S. and world champion para-cyclist, Bob Bulk, multi-time U.S. para-Olympian, and para-climber Chloe Crawford. On Saturday, students from the MFA in Collaborative Design staged a series of research-based collaborative stations for the audience to experience. These stations were intended to evoke a range of sensory-based experiments to challenge expectations. Later in the day, we split into groups to work on a series of design challenges that were proposed by the participants. The dialogue led to group brainstorming and the exploration of a variety of design possibilities. Meanwhile, outside the warehouse, Move Along Incorporated hosted an equipment fair where participants could experience firsthand the latest products available. On our final day, each of the groups presented their ideas and received input from all of our attendees. The goal was to view each idea as a starting point for future development. A takeaway from the Adaptive Design Seminar is that our region has the potential to lead in the creation of meaningful and impactful design solutions. These ideas could have benefits that reach far beyond Central New York. Another takeaway is that collaboration is key, and we're fortunate to have a group of caring and engaged individuals that are looking to make a difference in the lives of others. This all begins with connection and understanding. Through engaged insights, innovation and discovery will follow.
Syracuse University is an incredible resource with expertise in the use of materials that we can apply to equipment needs for our patients who have physical disabilities. This was a wonderful opportunity to work with creative problem solvers and to do design thinking around the topic of adapted sport.
Lessons learned from the Adaptive Design Seminar can be applied to a range of challenges within our built environment. This in turn suggests that we can work to solve the challenges of creating a more inclusive world where all people have full access, not just to navigate the built environment, but also to dance, play a sport, and enjoy all forms of recreation. We would like to thank the Fitness Inclusion Network for making this effort possible.